What is up, guys? My name is STIX, and if you don't already, follow me over on Twitter at ByteStix to stay updated with the latest MMO related news. I figured since a new character was made available in Soul Worker, I might as well take the game for another test run. I find the game to be very fun, with some of the most engaging combat in an anime MMO. It is also by far the most visually appealing anime MMO currently released in the West. Today I'm going to be taking you on a short solo journey through the eyes of Jin Seipatsu, a quirky school student that utilizes my favorite weapon type, his fists. I want to make a fisting joke here, but at the same time I want to keep this video at the very least PG-13, so I shall refrain. Like all the characters, Jin has 3 hairstyles, hair colors, eye colors, and skin colors to choose from, which is one of the largest disappointments of the game to me. I love me some customization, and you just don't get that feeling from the selection they give you, but that's fine. They make up for it with costumes. You begin the game thrown into a strange, desolate, dystopian future that you, a completely normal, not at all special school student, is forced by God to fight for him and save the world, or at least that's the gist I got of it so far. Wait a second. Are all those rooms room 501? Huh. This must be incredibly chaotic to navigate, especially during an emergency. So Soul Worker isn't an open world MMORPG. It is an instanced hub-based MMO that has you form parties in various town hubs and tackle various instances together. Like this one. And this one. And this one. Yes, I know they're very similar looking. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. The skill system is fairly basic. You gain skill points that you can spend on various skills that are able to be learned upon reaching the required level. You can level those skills up further as your base level increases. Yeah, and that's the skill system in a nutshell. Dungeons are fairly basic. There are 4 maps for each dungeon and 3 difficulties each. They consist primarily of rooms that are instanced off from one another. Upon clearing each room, you're given access to the following room, and so on and so forth. There are several rooms per map, each map ending with a unique boss encounter. Oof. She needs to learn how to dodge. That was taught to us during that tutorial. Clearly she skipped hers. The 4th and final map has the actual boss of each instance, providing some story and further pushing you to the next area. From what I've played thus far, Jin is an absolute blast to play. He gets to put the beat down on some on some poor, innocent wildlife as he menacingly makes his way through each map in an effort to rid each zone of the horrific baddies that plague them. His style of fistfighting isn't really as diverse as, say, the Striker in Black Desert, but that didn't bother me. I still loved ramming my fist PG-13 STIX, PG-13.
굉장해. 이 힘이라면 더 많은 아르바이트 스케줄을 소화할 수 있겠.
Oh man, and this is why Jin is my new favorite character. Upon the successful, and come on, let's be real here, who actually fails these, completion of each map, you're rewarded with some juicy items, money, and XP. The higher the difficulty, the seemingly better the reward. I cleared a map on Manic difficulty and got some very, very, very powerful pieces of gear. Unfortunately not for my class, but hey, you take what you can get, right? And then you weep in a corner because you never get anything for your class.
A few moments later.
So entering on Manic difficulty was so much more difficult than I thought it was actually going to be. I spent a shit ton on actually getting much more powerful gear than I should have at that point in time, and even still, the boss just used me as a human punching bag. It forced me to utilize dodging, stop just spamming my left click, and actually using potions, something I hadn't really used up until that encounter. Heh. Real men don't look at explosions. Aw, aren't we absolutely adorable? God and I share a very intimate relationship, okay? So around level 9, you begin having to grind a lot just to reach level 10. I tried looking for active leveling parties, but everyone just ignored me. The story of my life. So I just grinded my way all the way to level 10, all by my lonesome, just like any real gamer. Sans friends. Unfortunately, that's where I decided to call it a day, though. I spent 35 minutes straight grinding, and I made it halfway through level 10. And I didn't want to spend another half an hour making it to level 11 to continue with the story. All in all, I took this in a slightly more informational direction than I originally wanted, I guess, but hopefully some of the new Jin gameplay has whet your appetites just a little. I certainly enjoyed him. No, not like that. Thank you to everyone that watched this video. I'd like to take these few seconds to give a shout out to each and every single supporter we have over on Patreon. You guys are amazing. Also, don't forget to check out any of the other videos listed on the left or right. I'm sure you'll like them.